Go ahead, Karate speaking.
And as you can see, Soyuz TMA-08M has now landed. It was at 10:58 p.m. Central Time.
Экипаж МКС СО по Москве.
Station Moscow. On Space to Ground 1. Rafael, go ahead, please.
Good evening to our listening and viewing audience around the world. I don't know if you've had live TV from the landing site yet. You'll probably be getting that shortly. Soyuz Commander Pavel Vinogradov, the oldest human ever to land in a Soyuz vehicle at the age of 60, is sitting very comfortably in one of the 3 reclining chairs just outside of the Soyuz spacecraft, which landed on its side on this still and sunny Wednesday morning on the southern steppe of Kazakhstan. The Energia technicians and the search and recovery forces who arrived within literally seconds of the touchdown of the Soyuz TMA-08M spacecraft are in the process of extracting Chris Cassidy and Alexander Mazurkin as well. They will be placed in those reclining chairs flanking Pavel Vinogradov just a few minutes from now. We'll stay on with you through the extraction of the crew, and then after a few minutes to get their land legs, as it were, they'll be hoisted on those reclining chairs and brought into a nearby inflatable medical tent to begin some unique pilot field tests, as they are called. These are tests that are designed to add to a database for not only the one-year crew, Scott Kelly and Mikhail Kornienko, when they return from their year-long sojourn on board the International Space Station in March of 2016, but also for interplanetary travel as well. These tests will include Cassidy and Mazurkin, who will be attended by NASA and Institute of Biomedical Problems personnel, taking data on their ability to, unassisted, move to a standing position from a sitting position, then from a prone position to a standing position, and then a heel-to-toe walk on an unassisted basis.
And Rob, just so you know, we are seeing live video now, and I can tell that Cassidy as well as Vinogradov are both out of the capsule. It looks like everything's going pretty smoothly.
Indeed, absolutely smoothly and very efficiently. So the final member of the Expedition 36 crew is now being gently pulled out of the top hatch of the Soyuz spacecraft, which again landed on its side here on the steppe of Kazakhstan. And Mazurkin is now out of the Soyuz, and he'll be placed in his reclining seat, his comfortable pseudo-chaise lounge, if you will, and have an opportunity to get his land legs for a few minutes. He, again, one of the 2 subjects of these unique pilot field tests that will be conducted inside the medical tent in the minutes ahead. Once in the medical tent, they'll be assisted in the removal of their Sokol launch and entry suits before they undergo the first initial battery of normal, regular, standard biomedical tests, and then onto the pilot field test that we discussed a few minutes ago, the 3 sets of tests that will begin to acquire data. These are tests that are expected to be conducted after every landing on at least the U.S. crew member and one of the Russian crew members that will fly on any respective Soyuz vehicle to gather data that will be valuable initially when Scott Kelly and Mikhail Kornienko return from the International Space Station in March of 2016 after 1 year in space.
Of all 3 crew members now safely out of the Soyuz capsule, the TMA-08M, which landed right on time at 9:58 p.m. Central Time, or 8:58 a.m. Kazakhstan time.
Hold it.
And the crew members now being carried to a medical tent to undergo not only the normal medical tests that all crew members go through after returning from space, but also some additional tests that are going to help us build a baseline of data on crew members returning from extended stays in space.